side. Just like England, we're past the group stages and we're headed all the way to the final! Here we are, getting. So, Benedict, the masturbating Messiah. I can't say without giggling. And our very own cut price, Kylie Lauren, are up for the third public vote. Ooh. But on tonight's Put on the Side, let's keep our fingers crossed for a slice of this. A scraping of this.
Just a tiny bit of sick came up.
That actually happened to me today as well. And a good old-fashioned bit of this.
There you go.
Ooh. Now, joining us on the panel tonight is a comedian, an Essex native, and the new host of Snog, Marry, Avoid. So she's the perfect person to sort the scrubbers and the skanks from the sweethearts and the school-teaching strippers. It's Ellie Taylor! Proved on Let's Dance for Sport Relief, not only can she draw like Van Gogh, she can also jam like Van Halen. Rock on, it's Kirsten O'Brien. As one of the stars of X Factor last year, he's well accustomed to living in a house full of wannabes, so should be really able to relate to that lot up the hill. Plus, he does a better Kylie impression than Lauren. It's Johnny Robinson! Now, of course, no Johnny Robinson appearance would be complete without a massive ball. And obviously, a glitter ball is what we're talking about. So we hope that you feel at home.
I thought it was a drinks cabinet. I was waiting for the Aspie Spumante in there, love.
Oh, we should get a glitter ball drinks thing, shouldn't we? That would be lovely.
No,
now that none of us are up the duff, it'd be fabulous. So without further ado, let's chat about the show we just watched. Nominations Day always gets them spooked. But it's all they're talking about, isn't it? Nominations, 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 nominations. Kirsten.
Yes.
I know you're a mad fanatic like me. Are you sick of the noms chat yet?
No, it's just getting good, isn't it? Lydia, big wooden spoon, up, out, stirring. I think, yeah, it's. I wasn't for it at first. I was thinking, no, this has really changed the game. But now Lydia is in there and is a one-woman stirring machine.
So
I'm
it's
like,
grown
bring
on
it
you.
on.
It's grown on you.
Has Lydia grown on me?
No, the nominations chat.
Yes, yeah. I think now it's just going to get wicked. They're grouping, they're stirring, they're...
Ellie, do you think it's changed the tone of Big Brother at all?
I feel like it's turned it into kind of a Hunger Games kind of thing. And I think Nina's going to come out with a bow and arrow and try and shoot Aaron pretty soon. I think it's getting good. It's just got quite nasty, which as a viewer is brilliant. I wouldn't want to be in there.
It is, but it's so early for that to happen. Yeah. What do you guys think?
It's not Big Brother without the ban of nominations. It's all about not being able to say who you're nominating. It's for the past years. It's been that's what it's been about. It's the main thing. There's no punishments. It's not funny.
If I'm honest, I'm a purist as well, and I've said from the beginning I'm not sure that I'm down with this whole noms chatting.
Because all they're talking about is nominations. If they decided, say, from next week, that's it, stop, then what are they going to talk about? We're going to hear completely new subjects from all of them.
I know, I see, and this is the thing. It's what, we're 2 weeks in, and all we have is nominations.
It's not a surprise anymore. Like, I could predict, just by listening to everybody talking, I knew it was going to be Lauren and Benedict, because you knew, because you'd heard them all talking about it, you could kind of
think... And I think you kind of feel like they're in control of it as well. They should not be in control of anything
in this. Big Brother needs to be in control. He needs to grab control back. Take it back, Big Brother. Take control back and give it back to the people.
There is one person in there, as we all know, that loves talking about nominations just as much as she loves talking about her famous fiancé. Let's have a look at this clip. It's exclusive.
I think what it is I think this eviction will tell a lot, because if he's up and he stays again, then we're...
Yeah, it's what?
If he goes up for eviction again... Do you think people would have been put off nominating him because he stayed last week as well? I feel like it's like my group of friends that are being penetrated, and that's why I'm worried, because it's like, if people like him stay, then they're running the show, aren't they? Their little clique. It'll tell a lot, this one, I think. Would you say who you did? Would you say who you did?
Johnny, what do you make of that?
Well, it's terrible, isn't it? But I think it just needs a good shake-up in that house. I think they've got it far too easy.
They have!
Far too easy. They need to turn the electric off.
Yeah.
Give them no hot water. And it would be nice if they removed the mirrors for Aaron's sake. Then we were able to keep looking at itself in the mirror.
We kind of need the mirrors, though, to be fair, to watch them.
They need them, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want to take the mirrors out.
They should send a newspaper in there as a treat, but give them some false headlines, what's really going on the outside world, make them think, oh my God, is that really happening?
Someone needs a new job on the task team, I think. It's very good.
Yeah.
Kirsten, Connor appears to have Lydia sussed. Do we want her to be found out at this point?
Well, she's not quite yet, but I do want her to be found out in that big sort of nasty Nick explosion way, and everybody sort of take her on, and then she can do Panto as the baddie and write a book, and it'll just be brilliant. Just Lydia everywhere. Yeah, I think keep her going, let it bubble up.
I know everybody kind of says like she's at the middle of it, but I kind of see her as like she's running around the house, not really knowing who's actually nominating who, and she's going, okay, and then I'm going to go there, and they're going to talk about that, and I'm just going to now go and just nominate for two completely different people, and it just all seems a bit like she doesn't actually know what game to play.
No, I think she's trying to control it. Do you not think?
Is she succeeding, though?
Every argument that's been in that house, she's instigated every single bit of it.
Okay.
She's so sly.
I'm going to ask the gentleman next to you, because he actually knows Lydia and is a friend of Andy Scott Lee. Don't boo him!
Who is he? Lydia's really a really strong person from when I've met her through Andy. She's really strong.
Sherlock.
But I think because everything's heightened like 100 times in there, she's scared of being like a Lauren or a victim in there, so she's playing it 10 times more than what she would in the outside world, so she's having to be strong to stir it up to make sure she's not nominated or to know what's going on.
She's covering her own back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a game at the end of the day.
And it is a game, and they're all there to win, and she's actually out there ballsy doing it, whereas some of the others are just trying to be a bit too nicey, and they're the ones that work for eviction.
Yeah, and I've got to say, as we've said this year, they are all talking about nominations, and it is a very big game this time. So she's doing a bloody good job, in my opinion. I think she's a spankingly brilliant housemate. Spankingly brilliant? What's that about? Ellie, Luke S described her as very, very, very sneaky. So can she make it all the way to the final?
No way will she ever make it to the final. In a way, she's quite refreshing because she is actually really quite honest when she's saying to Benedict how she wants like sort of distance herself from Dina because she doesn't want to be tarred with a brush. And that is quite, you know, a refreshing, truthful thing to hear. But the audience, we don't like that because she just comes across like a bit of a dick.
Then she sits there talking with her, with everyone, about everyone else.
I know.
Yeah, but so does everyone else. Everyone else, like Connor is going right into the house, going, oh, she said this about her, or Dina said this, but he's going to the victims to say it, so they're going, oh, how nice of Connor. But
although
no, he's
I do think that Connor was genuinely, peed off. And I don't think it was so much Lydia, but it was Dina.
Yeah.
That was the one that kind of was doing the whole lot of stirring then. And I was so shocked about that. I was like, Dina, where is this coming from?
The thing is, as soon as Lydia comes out, like goes up for eviction, she's going to be out. Like the audience will just get rid of her like that.
That's a shame, though, because I think we would like... And it's really nice to have someone on Lydia's side in the audience, I think it's fair to say. Right, you can't say that Lydia is not generous. She's getting her fiancé to support her best friend in the house, who is, of course, Benedict. Speaking of which, are we not loving Benedict's diary room rant? In a minute, we just got to watch a clip first. Here it is.
In some ways, it's a bit like being in school, but the parents never come to pick the kids up. You know, Lydia said to me, "Oh, these people have come in here for some fun. They don't want to talk about serious issues. They don't want to hear your opinion about certain things. They should know if they had half a, brain cell between their ears. But oh no, they'd probably say, oh, I got a Big Brother, I can get famous. I'll be really good. Yeah, maybe something come out, get a modelling contract, or I become a singer, or I'll be an actor or something. Even I've got no talent or skills or much going on in my head, I can do something with it for a few minutes, or get some money out of a newspaper for being in a relationship with someone who's nothing like me whatsoever and wouldn't go out with me if it was out in public. Oh yeah." Point.
And breathe, Benedict. So, Johnny, should Big Brother all be about the experience, or should it be a stairway to fame and fortune and celebrity magazine covers?
No, it should be about the experience and getting on with everybody in that house. I mean, it's like Benedict was like condescending everybody else and sort of like running everybody else down. But at the end of the day, he's just the same as them in there. So he should be looking at himself before taking criticism against others. So it is, everyone's in there together, and just enjoy the experience. They're very lucky to be selected from everybody that auditioned, and you should just go in there and enjoy the experience.
Enjoy it.
And if anything comes out of it, it's a bonus.
OK. Now, personally, I am never one to disagree with anything that Johnny Robinson says or does, but that's just me. I don't know about you lot at home. Well, I do know about you lot at home. You've always got your own opinions, and we, as always, want to hear them. Drop us a tweet or log on to the website. All the details should be on the screen about now. Right, still to come, Jamie hangs out with Adam's homies. Plus, we'll discuss who nominated who and why in minute detail. But, as you should know by now, the school teacher turned stripper Benedict and the Jersey royalty Lauren are up for the karate chop. Here are the numbers you need to save your fave. Benedict and Lauren are up for eviction. To save your favourite housemate, from a landline, call 0901 616 17 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Benedict, add 04, and for Lauren, add 09. You can also vote via Facebook. Simply go to our Facebook page. Calls cost no more than 36p from a BT landline or mobile. Calls from other networks may vary. One vote of Facebook is going to cost you no more than 33p and may be subject to a minimum credit purchase. For full terms and conditions, go to channel5.com/BBVote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after the line is closed won't count but may still be charged. On the sideline, Wayne Rooney at the Euros. We're back from a break and we're totally smashing it. Unbelievable stickers. Now, if you want exclusive action from the house, then boy, oh boy, have you come to the right place. I mean, we were the ones that told you exactly who and what Lydia's fiancé was famous for. Who? What? Leave him alone. Would you like another exclusive clip? Yes. Here you go.
How long do you reckon before the group start turning on each other, like shouting at each other and stuff?
Yeah, well, realistically, Caroline seems a little bit upset with Becky, and I think that's why Becky's transferring out a little bit. You would think, with warfare, you'd think we'd get rid of the outsiders first. But
they're really, really cliquey, Caroline's going to feel that she was close to Scott, and then Becky sort of came and took him away.
Right.
I think if Becky ever, had a task or, got anything, she'd take Scott over Caroline.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the same, the other way around. I think if Scott ever got anything, then...
Caroline, he would try to take Caroline.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I thought it would have thought it'd be Becky.
No.
See them joining in with the old chatting about groups and strategies. Right, joining me now is a lady who spent 12 hard years living in Albert Square and an even harder 2 weeks in the Big Brother house. So with that kind of life experience under her belt, I'd say she's pretty well placed to sort out the problems of this year's batch of housemates. It's our new Agony aunt, Natalie Cassidy. Go on, Natalie. So it seems this year's house is kind of tougher than ever, really. I don't mean in the respect of Big Brother's making it hard for them, because I don't think they are. But, I mean, internally in the house, they're all finding it quite difficult.
Emma, what is going on?
I don't know.
I'm upset.
I know.
It's too early on for all of this to be going on. It's negative. Everyone hates each other. It's far too early. They're peaking too soon.
They are.
At this time, I think they should just be enjoying themselves and having a laugh. We should be seeing much more fun in the house, I feel.
Fun, enjoyment.
Enjoyment.
I don't even know if that's
embracing it.
Now, everyone's got their problems in there, and we thought that you would be the person to dig deep and try and help them with some of it. So would you like to see your first letter that we've received?
I would love to see it, please.
Dear Natalie, I'm having a jolly good time in the Big Brother house. It's been bloody brilliant, to be honest. But there has been one problem, and it's turned into quite a big one. You see, the other day I was masturbating and ended up ejaculating all in the shower. I cleaned up after myself, but foolishly told my housemates what I'd got up to. Bad move. They were disgusted by it, which I think's a little prudish and downright childish, as it's something we all do. To me, it's just like brushing your teeth. I mean, why can't we be more like the rest of Europe, like Holland or Germany? They do it everywhere, all the time. I'm sure the others have been pleasuring themselves all over this house. It's just I was open enough to admit it. What can I do to make them realise having a Tommy tank is not such a bad thing? Kind regards, Johnny Ongles.
Now, don't be immature, Natalie.
I'm not going to.
OK. Do you think the housemates are being immature and prudish, as the letter states?
What we have to remember, right, I've been in that house. I had Frankie Kokoza in my house. Love him to pieces. Absolutely. But he did love a Tommy, but he did it down the toilet. He was considerate.
Yeah.
Not in the shower. You've got to shower, you've got to wash. It isn't about being prudish, all right? We all do it, it's fine. However... Woo! But I think, number one, he said it. Emma, why did he say it? He said it, so we're sitting here talking about him. It's airtime.
So do you think the housemates overreacted?
Yes.
Without a shadow of a doubt?
Yeah, absolutely. But the shower, you know, it needs to be kept clean.
It does.
So
what... I was going to say, how would you have reacted if someone had done it in your year? You've just said that Frankie obviously did, which we all know because he told us numerous times.
Yeah.
But how would you have reacted if you'd have known somebody had done it in the shower?
I think I would have been pretty pissed off, yeah.
Yeah. Because someone's got to clean out that plug hole. With all the hair. And if they've done it on top of the hair, it's still going to be there. It's not going to wash down. It's quite gross.
A hairball of semen. We don't need it, do we?
So what should he do you think?
I think he should continue to do what he wants to do, but keep it to himself.
Yeah, keep it quiet.
Keep it quiet.
You don't need to broadcast it. No.
We don't need to
and I don't think it's about being prudish. I think it's just like, dude, that's your personal
and
business.
you know what? If I was in there, I'd be like, Benedict, get in the shower as much as you like because you bore me to death. So stay in the shower. That's what I'd say.
Would you like to see your second letter?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Hi, Nats. I absolutely love this Big Brother house. It's probably the best house I've ever lived in. But I've got a problem, and it's a girl problem. You see, when I got in here, I wasn't expecting to get involved with anyone. But there's a lot of hot girls in here, and I think I might fancy one of them. I'm pretty certain she likes me. We're always flirting and touching each other, and telling each other what we'd like to get up to in the shower. I even told her about my one massive ball the other day, and she seemed impressed. How can I be totally sure I really like her? Big love, kiddo.
Kiddo. So do we see a genuine relationship blossoming?
I think it's a little bit early for that. I think it's boredom. And why not? At least they're having fun.
Yeah.
You know, the two of them, they're getting to know each other.
Fun and cuddles.
Fun and cuddles. A bit of touching under the duvet. Why not?
Aww.
I quite like them.
Is it a good place to start a relationship, though?
No. Definitely not. Definitely not. All eyes are on you. And if in a couple of weeks they have a bit of an argument and they're still in there on week 8, you can't turn your phone off.
No, you can't,
and
can
you? Can't
you?
Ignore
You just
the
got to deal with
person.
it. Or you've got to do what Ziggy did and say, it's not you, it's me. And then you look really silly.
Awkward.
Now, they've already been talking about their life outside of the house, together.
Right.
Take a look at this.
Our kids' names already.
Oh,
Haven't we, babe?
God.
6 of them.
How are you going to go on after?
Can you?
Sure. What are their names?
Olivia.
Yeah.
Rupert.
Yeah.
You two are scaring me a little bit now.
Livia, Rupert, Harry, Ocean,
Lol. Lol. Lol.
Lol.
How do you go from Rupert to Ocean?
Because he wanted Rupert, because it's his middle name.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Robert is my middle name.
Well, why did you want Rupert?
Because Rupert's a cool name.
So she doesn't even get his middle name right.
No.
Dare I ask, Are they going to last?
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
Well, because you're
Rupert,
president.
Robert, Bob.
It's
not going to happen.
We have one more letter for you. Come on. Here it is.
Hi Natalie. On the whole, I'm enjoying my time in the Big Brother house, but I won't lie, the first few days were pretty bad, what with being put up for eviction. Anyway, thanks to the great British public, I didn't get evicted, and I now feel pretty strong in here. People are always coming to me for advice and stuff. I think they know I give the best advice and I'm always right about everything. My only problem is making the housemates understand just how hard it is for me to be in here. Unlike me, none of them have a celebrity fiancé on the outside. That's why I entered Big Brother, so I could make a name for myself and step out of the shadow. I won't tell you who he is, but I know you'll understand, Natalie, as you were once married to the eternally famous Martin Fowler. I just need to know how to best deal with all the pressures that come with such a high-profile relationship. Lots of love, soon to be Mrs. Scott Lee.
So she can't handle the pressures of a celebrity relationship. So what advice would you give her?
I can't lie. I can't stand this woman. I can't sit here. I'm sorry, Lydia's only friend. But no, I can't stand her because I just feel she's a devil woman in there. And the cracks are beginning to show. And I think people are going to realise what she's like. But, you know, get over yourself about this celebrity relationship. I know Andy, right? I know Andy, though, from all the celebrity bashes that I used to go to. And, you know, he has had his time and he's done stuff. But we're all just doing a job. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think
it
she's
comes
got to get
and
over
goes.
it. You know, it's pretty.
Should she have kept quiet about it?
No, I don't think it matters at all. And I just want to know if Andy's still going to be with her when she gets out. Yeah. That's what I want to know.
Well, we want Andy to come on here.
Yeah, let's get Andy on.
We really do want you to come on, Andy, if you're watching. Because I know we have a laugh and a joke, but it would be really nice to have you on here. So you should come on and play. I think, I know people, she does rub people up the wrong way, but she is bloody brilliant.
Genius in the house, I agree. I mean,
She
it's
is
what the
fantastic.
mistake I made with Andrew Stone. You know, when I nominated him, coming out, it was the wrong move because he was fabulous for the house. So you have to be careful of that because she's great entertainment.
Okay.
She's good.
Natalie, you have been, as always, brilliant.
Thank you, Em.
Thank Natalie, everybody. I think our housemates' problems are well and truly solved, thanks to you. But if you'd like to see what Natalie makes of your problems, then why don't you head to the website? Now, this year's house is full of housemates from far and wide. We've got a Scot, a Manc, an Irishman, and even a lad from Los Angeles. Although he's more a dude from Dudley, in my opinion. Here's what happened when Jamie went to hook up with Adam's family.
Oh, so you've been watching him lots?
Oh, yeah. The nice thing is that Adam is Adam. He just can't be anything else.
Is he a bit of a mummy's boy? A little bit. A big bit.
My little.
He handled Lydia quite well, didn't he? Because did you think he was being sexual with Lydia?
Not at all. Absolutely.
He doesn't even fancy Lydia.
He keeps saying to me, oh, you look really nice. It's like, oh, cool, yeah, that's cool, but anything over that, not comfortable.
She doesn't strike me as his type. I think.
Oh, no, not for a relationship.
If she hasn't got tits and ass, he doesn't want to know. Pardon.
Excuse me?
Yeah. He likes breasts.
No, brain.
Oh, brains, breasts and ass. Sorry, BBA.
He does like Diana.
Does he? Dina. Does he?
Yeah, can't you tell you see those eyes?
If it was just a smash, it would be Sarah. Let's go on like a couple month dating, it would be Dina. Siobhan, we just kick it for days, you know?
Talking about his time in America, did he get a lot of stick for being English? Because did it presumably went over there with a Burton-on-Trent accent? No. What the hell is this guy talking about?
I'm from the West Coast to the West Midlands, you know what I'm saying? So it's like West, y'all.
This is the book he brought with him from America.
Who's this? Look at this.
He was such a sweetie. He's always been a sweetie.
What's that? LA.
He could be away for another 7.5, 8 weeks.
Correct.
It's like having an army husband.
Would you like to step in and help us out, Jen? What do you think, girl? Do you think he's got enough, what you call it?
Swagger.
There you go.
Yeah.
What you talking about? I got the swagger.
You're gonna try.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh
Yeah, man! Yeah, man! Tell me about Adam.
My boy.
Yeah, your boy. Do you think he's going to win?
I hope he does.
Is he playing a game, or is he just kind of going in there and just relaxing?
He's just cool. Just relax.
What are you doing, Megan? Get out of the boat now! You think you're tough? You ain't pretty? What?
So, how much weeks he's got left?
How many weeks has he got left? Well, hopefully he could have up to about 8 weeks left. Okay. You know?
My kid says to me, Dad, Adam's on television and Big Brother says get away.
I'm buggered, I can't go. What does that mean?
That means I count again and I win this time. I got 4. You can't beat 4.
Well,
I'll still go ahead.
Congratulations. You were lucky. You were lucky.
No. I was good. Not luck. Luck's got nothing to do with it. I was good. All right, Jamie.
I'll tell you what, if Adam plays the game in the house like his dad plays dominoes, then the other housemates have got some serious thinking to do.
England to the main shows Ukraine. We've taken them on and we have sent them home with their tail between their legs. Yeah, we have, haven't we? Yeah. So yesterday it was the second time the housemates headed to the diary room to offload their nominations. Here's a reminder of who nominated who.
Right, Bix. I haven't seen you in ages.
Please could you give the name of your first nomination?
My first nomination...
Feeling a bit sweaty.
My first nomination is...
Dina.
Sarah. Aaron.
Becky. Lucas. Luque. Dina.
Aaron. Benedict. Benedict.
My second nomination is Lydia.
Caroline.
Ashley.
Dina.
Caroline.
Luke A.
Dina. Lydia.
Benedict. Lauren.
It's like an absolute zoo, full of crazy raging animals that are all battling to be top of the food chain. You're now free to leave the diary room.
Thanks, Biggs. Have a nice life.
Okay, so first question is first to you guys. Would Benedict still be up if he hadn't have told us all about the masturbating Messiah? No?
It wasn't so much that he told them. I think it's the fact that he just kept going on about it and was so proud of it and thought he was doing the whole world a favour, letting everybody else in on the secret that everybody knows about anyway.
Does anybody think he would still have been up? Let me get to you.
I think he would be because he's really condescending to the other housemates and he never smiles. I've never seen him laugh the whole time he's been on there. And
he is quite straight-faced, isn't he?
And he gets really annoyed with everyone if they tell him what they think of him. He gets really annoyed and strops off, like when he was explaining to Caroline and she started laughing, he walked off. She's 20. I'm 20. I'd laugh if he was like, I masturbated because of this. I think that's funny.
I'm 36 and I laugh every time I say the word.
It's unbelievable how he kept a straight face talking about his J. Arthur. I mean, how can you keep a straight face?
I know, he was very, yes?
I've just one word about Benedict.
Yeah.
He's a wanker.
We can't deny it, really. Ellie, would you have nominated him for this reason?
I think I'm kind of with my leopard print sister over there. I think that I wouldn't have nominated him for wanking. I would have nominated him for making it, like, into some kind of political
Such a big deal.
He's just talking an absolute load of cock.
So
really,
it's not so much the housemates overreacting, but he's maybe... Do you think he's blown it out of proportion?
Yes, he's made himself seem like he's doing something sort of for the greater good of the world. He just wanked in the shower. We've all done it.
I'm getting too much information from you, from Nelly Cassidy. I've got to ask, who would you snog, marry and avoid?
I think I'd probably snog Aaron, although it's a bit worrying when you're snogging a boy who's prettier than you. That would maybe freak me out a little bit. I'd probably...
He's got nice lips, though.
He's just beautiful.
He is quite lush.
I'd avoid Luke S because he has a tattoo of a lip thing on his arm. What a bell end. And I'd probably marry Benedict because he can obviously get it up and sort himself out in the shower. Job done.
now the oldest housemate that now that Victoria has left.
Yeah.
So, is it difficult holding your own on a reality show when you're surrounded by a lot of youngsters?
Well, I was the oldest one in the X Factor house.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I had no problem. I think you're as old as you feel. And but with this lot
so what's he doing wrong then?
He's just not liked, is he? It's just obviously he's wanking in the shower and making a mess everywhere, isn't he? That's what it is. He should have used a sock.
He should have used a sock.
Yeah. He should have used a sock.
That is too much information.
and they should have made everybody else do hand washing and put it in the washing basket.
In his little rant today, he called them spoilt brats. Is this his inner teacher coming out? Do you think?
Yeah, he just constantly can't stop preaching, can he? He has things on his T-shirts, messages. He's just on a constant crusade. He's going to be banging on about freeing Nelson Mandela.
He has a message.
It's everything. Yeah. He's been banging on about religion, hasn't he? Wasn't there something about racism or something on his T-shirt?
Yes.
Homophobia. He's just he's right on, man. Imagine having him as a teacher. Imagine it.
Okay, let's talk about Lauren now. Where is our little Lauren going wrong?
She's whinging.
Huh?
Nowhere. They're like a pack of wolves, aren't they? As soon as one person says something bad about someone else, everyone goes at that one person. She's such a nice girl.
So you don't think she's done anything wrong?
No. I feel sorry for her.
She got 6 nominations yesterday, and 5 of those were from women.
I think she's crying too much now. She's whinging too much. I feel sorry for her.
Do you think a lot?
She's crying. She's crying.
Is turning.
She's a man's. She gets on, I think, better with the men and the women, and she's just one of those what I call a man's girl rather than a woman's girl. And they've seen that in her, and they're picking on her. Yeah.
But I think that kind of comes across because she seems to have always had this. Like girls, why don't
they've
girls
seen like
want
almost
to be friends with her? Do you think it's a jealousy thing?
Yeah, they've seen a weakness in her. I think they've seen a weakness and they've gone for it.
Okay, you seem to very much disagree.
I really liked her to start with, but she's really whining and she's going in the corner crying. And I get what? Yeah, but I think she's stuck in a house of bullies, and I get the pack mentality thing, and it is hard.
Let's not throw the bully word around.
But get on with it. You're in Big Brother, like Johnny said. Thousands of people auditioned for this. Try and see the good, and she's floated around like too much, trying to please everybody. Like she hasn't got one friend that she could confide in. Like she went up to Becky, who nominated her.
She is looking for a friend, isn't she? I think, and it's not really happening. Yeah, Ellie. For the second week in a row, there were no nominations for Adam, Connor, and Siobhan. Now, where are they going right?
They're just nice. They're nice and they're positive and they're happy and they're not trying to pick arguments. They're just people you want to be friends with, people you'd want to be friends with in the outside world.
Yeah.
They're just keeping it.
Are we all agreeing with that?
They're not doing much.
Oh, no. You're the only person in this whole audience who went, no.
I think with Adam, he's kind of taken a back step and he's sort of watching everybody. I think with Connor,
he's playing a good game.
Yeah, and like Connor, he's been really sneaky and kind of like he's really going round and being quiet about it. And Sean's is lovely. She's like taking the underdog and she's like to see the best in everybody.
Yeah, she's being a bit of the mother.
That's like Adam needs a haircut. It's a terrible haircut.
Johnny, what do you make of Scott?
Scott, well, yeah, no, he's all right. I always thought Scott could actually be Caroline's brother because they're quite on the same par, aren't they?
They are peas in a pod, aren't they?
Yeah.
And he didn't get one nomination this week as well.
No, who decides? They decide themselves, don't they, who they want to nominate, don't they, at the end of the day? And whoever's got the most nominations gets ready for the boot, don't
That's the way the show works.
Yeah, exactly. Perhaps they should change it. Let the public decide.
Right, still to come, we bring you yet more news and exclusives from the biggest Big Brother house in history. And I'll be sending our Kirsten into the deep, dark depths of the camera runs in our never-ending quest for exclusive information for you. But first, either Lauren or Benedict will get the pleasure of joining Brian, myself, and this lot on Friday. So, as ever, only you can save your fave. Benedict and Lauren are up for eviction. To save your favourite housemate, from a landline, call 0901 616 17 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Benedict, add 04 and for Lauren, add 09. You can also vote via Facebook. Simply go to our Facebook page. Calls cost no more than 36p from a BT landline or mobile. Calls from other networks may vary. One vote of Facebook is going to cost you no more than 33p and may be subject to a minimum credit purchase. For full terms and conditions, go to channel5.com/BBVote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count but may still be charged. Welcome back to Big Brother's a bit on the side. Like Andy Carroll's Barnett, we're slick and inappropriate, but you wouldn't want us any other way. Time for the latest news from the house. At 10:25 this morning, Big Brother set the housemates their latest task.
This is Big Brother. Would the three most intelligent housemates please come to the diary room?
Benedict. Lydia.
Scott.
Luke. We don't know intelligent in what terms. Is it general knowledge? Is it maths? Is it English? Like, you three represent all three.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Good choices.
For this week's shopping task, Big Brother is opening a new scientific research division, Big Brother Laboratories. As the three most intelligent housemates, you will be working for Big Brother Laboratories as scientists.
You have now become a lab rat at Big Brother Laboratories. Big Brother has provided the costumes for this role.
You will all serve as our lab rats. Over the course of the next 2 days, we will be conducting a series of experiments on you. In order to pass this week's shopping task, you must take part in these experiments and obey all of our instructions.
So are those three the most intelligent housemates, do you think? No. We're in a whole heap of trouble, I think. At 11:25, the lab rats took part in their first experiment of the day and got into a spin to win food for the house.
You don't just go that way, yeah. Fucking hell. You had to do that at pace. Does that sound like a good pace? It's dead hard.
I just wish I could take this fucking hat off.
I know, it's so annoying.
I'm the only one who's got my hat.
Yeah.
Right, when you want to stop, baby. Oh, that's great. Just pass me.
Scott, you just got a box.
When you're ready. Oh, yay, well done, Scott. You got a box, babe. Yeah,
Rat food. Rat food.
Rat food. Probably not the first items their housemates would put on their shopping list, I don't think so. At 1:30 this afternoon, Caroline was starting to see a new side to Benedict the scientist.
He just looks so good.
She finds him incredibly hot today. I know. I look at him like...
He just looks so smart. If only he didn't open his mouth.
If only he wasn't Benedict.
If he was my teacher and he wasn't Bendy, if he had a different personality, wasn't a porn star.
So just take everything away from him, what he is.
Benedict out.
And just have the shell.
Just have the shell.
And a school teacher.
I definitely fancy him in a different voice.
Has she found her perfect man? No! No, I don't think so. And finally, at 3:48 p.m, the lab rats took on the second experiment of the day, trying not to get distracted. They had to keep their eyes on the prize to win a luxury treat.
This is Big Brother, now entering the room, originating from Southeast Asia, weighing in at over 7 stone at a length of 17 feet, a deadly Burmese python. The experiment begins now.
Better be a long ass belt. Oh shit. Oh my God. Help me.
Did they really need to put a snake in there as a distraction? They could have put Lydia and Dina in for a little while, couldn't they? Oh, that's the news for now. Right, the one and only Kirsten O'Brien is in the Camerons. Kirsten, what is happening up the hill?
I'll tell you what's happening. Everybody's just got up and left. They were all sitting around here. You're just witnessing Dina, the last one to go. Look.
Where have they gone?
Almost. Well, they sort of followed Luke Luke A off somewhere, who looks quite spoddy in his outfit. He does actually look like a sort of science teacher or a doctor or something.
Kirsten, I feel so sorry for you because
there's literally nothing here now.
Every single
look.
time we go up there, they move from the window we're at. It's like they know.
I know, they were literally all here. And funnily enough, as you were discussing earlier about the way that Adam wears his trousers, he's managed in that outfit to have his entire underpants and bum on show. And I was going to show you that, but he literally just upped and left just
Kirsten,
before
we
he
can
came
see
to
they're
us.
all in the bedroom.
Oh, well, I can't see
Luke
that.
A and Adam are in the garden, Caroline's in the diary room, and everyone else is in the bedroom.
Well,
So have
maybe
you got
I'll
any
slow down
news for
there.
us?
Well, no, they've just been sort of experimenting with this task, if you'll pardon the pun on the experimenting bit, but mainly the length they're wearing their tails in their outfits. It's like at school where you used to roll up your school skirt to make it shorter. The girls have gone for sort of short tails, and the lads are sort of wearing theirs with prowess, sort of long and dangly, long schlongy type things. Yeah,
Long and schlongy. I love having you on.
Thanks.
You were
Thanks,
just pregnant
Mum.
as well, weren't you?
I was last time. Yeah, do you know, I'm absolutely gutted. Literally, they were all sitting here a second ago, and I don't know whether they sensed something or, you know, it was a rat pack, and now they've just vanished.
So have you got anything else for us?
Well, I've got to tell you that earlier on, Caroline was a little bit upset with Becky because she feels like Scott has been taken away from her.
Oh, well, she actually
So,
told her that?
Yeah, she's got in a bit of a strop.
And how are
about
they
that.
doing now? Are they speaking, or
I haven't
is
seen
it
them
awkward?
together. Becky was having a beer before. She was looking a little bit miserable, I have
Maybe
to
that's
say.
why Caroline's in the diary room. We can see her on this
That
monitor
could be
here.
happening right now, yeah. So Becky was sort of maybe drowning her sorrows in beer.
Yeah.
Dina just looking a bit sort of flat and fed up at
Yeah.
the minute. But that's sort of the main thing that's happening. Scott has been at the brunt of this experiment, so he knows nothing at this point. Well, he was earlier in the day. So, yeah, just basically just hanging out as rats. What can you say? You know, a bit itchy, the headgear, apparently. That's the only bit of gossip I can bring you. They're whinging on about the headgear. It's hot and it's itchy. But it's a rat's head.
what
can you
a
expect?
shame.
I know.
Kirsten, thank you.
That's all right.
See you very soon.
See ya.
So that's that then. Let's
That is
talk
that.
about our online people.
Online people. I've got a lot to say.
I
as
love the
always.
online people.
They are
They're
lovely.
opinionated.
They are.
They're good.
They
They
are.
want to see
They
you
love
in your
you.
knee-high socks, don't you? I had a couple of little tweets about that. I saw you two boys, I can't remember your names, talking about her in her knee-high
Two
socks.
people like my knee-high
sending me
socks.
messages. Hey, look, she's all
Demure
modest
today.
tonight and covered up.
Covered up, just the ankles.
So, anything trending?
Obviously, Biggie Bots, Nats. Johnny, you're trending tonight.
Yay!
Surprise, surprise, Andy Scott Lee. And the Lukes, both Lukes are trending tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and our basic conversation is everyone's discussing, like you guys are, whether the housemates should be allowed to discuss nominations.
And what
I
is
thought
the
everyone would say
consensus?
no, but it's been quite a lot of people going, yeah, actually they should. To sum up, someone says, Andrew Johnson, it's good because it allows people like Luke A to play a massive game by going to each housemate individually. So he thinks Luke A's playing a game.
Oh, I don't see that.
I don't see that, but by
strange.
allowing them to talk about it, you can kind of...
Yeah, but then I
dip
think
in
the
and out.
conversation just gets dominated by nominations all the time, and we're not seeing anything else.
That's the other flip side of the other coin, is people are saying it. That's what they talk about. And it's harder to tell the game players, some people are saying, by the fact that they are talking so openly all the time about their nominations.
Okay. And what about nominations?
Nominations.
And our two nominees.
Our nominees. There's a lot of... Still, people are quite surprised. Everyone's outraged and wants to talk about what Lydia should be up. Is a lot of people are saying, and they all vote to say.
I'm really sorry for
I do a
Lydia.
little bit as well now. It's like, no, she's not up. Let's talk about the fact that, but a lot of love for Lauren and Benedict, a lot of support for them both. So it's looking quite even. I think Lauren may be slightly more vocal supporters of her on our Twitter, and Facebook.
Any celeb tweets?
We've had a few. I mean, Jonathan Ross last night did tweet saying he loved Caroline.
I know, and I
she's the most
tweeted him, and he didn't tweet me back.
Oh, that's just rude, Jonathan. But Josie, our Big Brother queen, says, this year's Big Brother is a good one. I like all the different types of characters, which is quite a nice summary.
That's good.
Tweet.
Josie's lovely. Love
It is
Josie.
lovely. And basically, we've had a popularity kind of discussion as well today, this week, and Caroline is out top this week with our online fans.
Really?
Which I'm quite surprised by.
It's good, though.
It's good, but good. Quite a lot. And at the bottom, can you guess?
No. Very
Ashley.
quickly.
Ashley.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I didn't.
No.
Helen, thank you. Right, that's loads of exclusives.
Loads.
Another show
Loads.
done for tonight. Tomorrow, life couldn't get any better. I'll be joined by 80s Kids TV legends Pat Sharp and Dave Benson Phillips. Plus, X Factor's answer to Gaga, Kitty Brucknell, will be on the panel. And Essex's favourite housemate, Brian Bello, talks to me about strategy. Dreams really do come true. Good night.